Welcome back to your news at noon. We have got a piece of World War II history right here in the air capital, or maybe I should say a second piece. And Josh is here to tell us all about it. Thank you for joining us, sir. So tell me, what is the history of the visiting B-25 Yellow Rose?
Yellow Rose is operated by the Commemorative Air Force, based in San Marcos, Texas. We have a great relationship with the CAF across the country, and we're looking forward to hosting them for a couple of days, letting people get up close and personal, not only with B-29 Doc, but also another historic warbird.
Well, that is so cool. So tell us about the very special relationship the Yellow Rose and Doc have.
Well, it's special to have both the B-25 and B-29 in the same hangar on the same ramp, because the B-25 was the airplane that delivered the very first attack on mainland Japan, the Doolittle Raiders off the USS Hornet, that really set the stage for an eventual Allied forces win and victory for Allied forces. And of course, that's coming up here in the next couple of days. But it's also that being the first airplane, and then B-29 Doc is the airplane that led to the end of World War II in Japan. And so it's special to have both the first airplane that delivered the very first attacks on mainland Japan in the hangar next to the B-29, and of course Wichita's history with the B-29, we all know about that.
Sounds like Elvis and the Beatles in the same building right now, right?
It is.
Hey,
it
so
is.
tell us, obviously the Yellow Rose hasn't been up in the air, but it has undergone some pretty special restoration. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, this airplane was built in 1944, the same year that Doc was built, but it was built up the road in Kansas City at the Fairfax plant. It stayed stateside as a trainer, primarily based in Texas, and was a training airplane for crews and pilots. And then it was relegated to the desert, much like Doc, and it was found in the late 70s, early 80s, acquired and given to the Commemorative Air Force in Texas, and they spent a few years restoring it, and it's been out doing what Doc does. It's one of only about 25 B-25s that are still airworthy today, and less than a dozen of those actually tour around the country and offer ride flights and let people get up close and personal with it. So we're humbled and excited to have both these historic warbirds on display on Saturday in the B-29 Doc hangar, and then again on Tuesday.
Well, you just answered my question about how can folks get a look at it, so go down there and pay a visit. We got history right in our own backyard. Let me ask you this. You think Doc will ever take a trip to Texas and hang out with his brother down there in the Lone Star State?
Well, yes, I think so. You know, we were just with the other B-29, known as Fifi, that's operated by the Commemorative Air Force. We were just with them at Oshkosh at the nation's largest civilian air show, EAA Air Venture. In fact, we flew in formation with them. Probably once or twice a year, we end up in the same location. I'm working on a plan that would bring both B-29s to Wichita one year, and then both B-29s down to Texas one year. So we're working through those partnerships.
That is so cool. Looking forward to learning more about that. Folks, when history visits your town, don't take it for granted. Don't just watch a video of it. Go see it live. And you can do that right now. We'll be right back.